Hey guys, a lot of you guys are asking me about altcoins, or as they're known, shitcoins. And so I thought I'd do a special edition on a connoisseur's guide to shitcoins. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the top 20. I'm not going to include Bitcoin. I'm going to go through the next 19 coins. And I just want to give you my take on these coins, which together comprise about half $500 billion worth of market cap. Anyways, from my fiat days, Hermes jacket. So let's look at this this panoply of shitcoins. Okay, let's take a look at what we got here. Okay. So in number 2 place, we have Ethereum, right? So Ethereum has actually a $454 billion market cap. So actually, we're going to get much more than 500. We're going to get more like 700 billion total. So $450 billion market cap. And what's wrong with Ethereum? Well, there's a lot of things wrong with it. The first thing wrong with it is that, versus Bitcoin, it's not done very well. Okay, so if you look at it looks fine. Here I look at it here. Okay, it's almost at 4,000. Well, we're almost back to all-time highs there. But relative to Bitcoin, and I'm going to pull up the ETH BTC chart here in a second. 1 second, trading view. Here we go. Okay, so now if you look at this chart, you'll see that it's trading at about 0.5584. Well, it was trading all the way at 0.12, so it's gone down half from its all-time high. And from here, it's trading at 8.08, so it's gone down, 40% from there when it switched to proof of stake. So historically, it's not been doing well. It's not doing as well as Bitcoin. It also has 2 lawsuits that are happening against it. There's a lawsuit against Consensus. There's a lawsuit against MetaMask. There's a lawsuit against the Ethereum Foundation. They are staked ETH is still considered a security. Yes, they're getting an ETF, but it does not allow staking. And just today we learned that ARK Invest is not participating in this ETF. So a lot of things wrong with Ethereum. Let's not dwell. Let's go back to here. And let's look at the next one down the road, Tether. Well, Tether has a $112 billion market cap, but since it's a stable coin, you can't make any money. And you can't make any money in an interest rate environment of 5 3/8. So you're losing 5 3/8% by buying Tether versus putting your money in the bank. So it's not useful as an investment. BNB, $89 billion, is the Binance Smart Chain coin. A lot of things to hate about this one. First of all, the founder of BNB, the founder of Binance, CZ, is going to prison. So there's been a lot of lawsuits. There's a lot of problems with Binance. They're losing market share now. Their business model is under attack by DEXs. They're being challenged by Google Base. There's a lot of problems with this thing. Still worth $89 billion. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Next one down the road, Solana. Solana, people love Solana. They say it's great. Solana also has not done that great relative to BTC. If you look at on the longer term frame, let's take a look. Solana BTC. Okay, here we go. Solana BTC. Okay, great. Okay, so this one, year to date, Solana BTC has done well, but let's look at it relative to here. Okay, it was 0.04 roughly, and now it's 0.024. So it's lost 40% of its value to BTC over the last 2.5 years. So you've been much better off in BTC. Now, if you got in there, yeah, sure, okay. But again, problems, highly centralized. It hasn't been sued by the SEC yet, but highly likely to get some form of lawsuit, in my opinion. Not likely to get an ETF at all. Next one in the mix. Okay, the next one is USDC. Well, USDC is interesting because if you look at its market cap over time, you'll notice that it is falling, right? So it was all the way up to 55 billion. Now it's only 30 billion. So it's losing assets under management. Obviously, like Tether, you can't make any money by doing it. It's 1 USDC equals 1 USDC, and you lose 5% per year versus just putting your money in the bank. So no interest whatsoever. Next one, XRP. XRP is an absolute joke. There's no reason to hold this coin whatsoever. I mean, there's a lot of people who still think it should be worth something like $3 here. But, you know, it's gone down 70% versus where it was in April 21. It's gone down 85% versus Bitcoin. There's no reason to own this coin whatsoever. Okay, next, Dogecoin. Dogecoin is literally a joke. Elon Musk was sort of behind it at one point, but you know, look, it was when he appeared on SNL, it was 0.055. Now it's 0.016. There's no point in owning this coin. It's also inflationary. It's a terrible coin. Okay, next one. Toncoin. Okay, this is not one I follow a lot, but this is the coin for Telegraph. Yeah, Telegraph has a coin. Yeah, who uses it? Nobody that I know. How's it done? Well, it's done pretty well, but it's kind of a joke. I mean, you know, why is this coin worth $16 billion? I don't know anybody who uses this coin. This seems useless to me. I mean, and there's a lot of people who use Telegraph, but I don't know, just overpriced coin. Cardano. Okay, now let's look at Cardano. Cardano, okay, Cardano was about $2.72. It's now 0.45. So in just fiat terms, it's gone down, let's call it 80%. In Bitcoin terms, it's gone down 90%. It's just not, there's no point in owning this coin. Nobody I know uses this blockchain. It's completely useless. And the CEO of it hates Bitcoin, so he says Bitcoin's useless. So is it worth $15 billion? No. The next one, Shiba Inu, another dog coin, completely useless. Let's look at its market cap. Okay, it's still having a little bit of a pump, but it's still half of what its peak market cap was. Again, no point in owning this coin. Okay, the next one is Avalanche. Again, Avalanche has had its glory days back in 2021. It hit $137. Now it's at $34. There's no point in owning this thing. There's some allegations, legal problems, blah, blah, blah. No interest in owning this thing. Okay, next thing, we have Chainlink. Okay, these guys supposedly make some pricing feed for the Ethereum chains. That's fine, but why should it be worth $10 billion? It's not worth $10 billion. It's worth nothing. Maybe it's worth 10 million, 100 million. I don't know. It's not worth 10 billion. This is one of these sort of utility things that doesn't have any utility. I don't understand this coin at all. It's gone down again in fiat terms. It's gone down in Bitcoin terms. It's no point in owning this thing. Next one, Polkadot. Now, this is created by one of the founders of Ethereum. I don't like Ethereum, so why should I like the second coin of the founder of Ethereum, one of the founders of Ethereum? I don't. This thing has gone from 54 to 7, so it's lost, 80% of its value, more, 85% in Bitcoin, in fiat terms, in dollar terms, it's like 95% of value. Terrible. No point in owning Polkadot. Okay. Next one's Tron. Now, Tron actually is used, so it's used as the basis for Tether in a lot of planets, but it's kind of a crappy coin. It has a market cap of 10 billion. It's run by Justin Sun, who's always on the run from some kind of thing. I just stay away from this coin. Yeah, I mean, it's done okay this year. I can't, it's doubled, but it's underperformed Bitcoin. So why do you be involved in this coin? No point. Okay, next we've got Bitcoin Cash. Okay, so this proves that you can't fork Bitcoin because these guys tried, and if anybody could have done it, it would have been these guys. But as you can see, Bitcoin Cash was at $3,000 at one point. Now it's at $458. Versus Bitcoin has just been an absolute disaster. It's not working. It still has a $9 billion market cap. So, I don't know. Crazy. Next, you have something called the Near protocol. Now, this is one of these fast blockchains. VC invested, blah, blah, blah. It's done well this year. But, if you look at its all-time high, yeah, it's still half of its price or a third of its price as where it was in January 22. So this is sort of one of the last ones out the gate of these fast protocols in 2021, 22, Avalanche, Solana, and last was kind of Near, and now there's sort of Celestia and a few other ones, but none of this stuff's going anywhere. Okay, next. Actually, we have Polygon. Now, Polygon was kind of, I call it an Ethereum sidechain, basically what it is. There's somewhat of a level 2, layer 2. I don't know. A lot of people are building on top of Polygon because they basically same interfaces. Same interface as ETH. It sort of looks like ETH, feels like ETH, but you got to bridge into it, bridge out of it, and it is. Again, it's nowhere near its previous high. It's a third, less than a third of its price of its December 21 highs. So none of these coins have recovered. They're all doing terrible. And now we get to Litecoin. This one is a complete joke. This was really an amazing joke. At one point this thing was worth $200. Now it's worth $80. Now, why are people still not selling their Litecoin? Why do they think this is a $6 billion market cap? No idea. I don't know. Just some very old people who've been around in crypto for a very long time and think this has a story. It has no story. There's no users. Nobody's using this thing. All right, let's go to the last one, Pepe. Now, I got to tell you, I don't know anything about this coin other than it has a frog as a thing, and people like these frogs somehow. Ribbit, I don't understand it. But Pepe has been on a roll. It's one of these things you have to count the number of zeros, right? But like it does look like it's gone up quite a bit this year, maybe 10x. Again, this is just an accident waiting to happen. It's all happened this year, and the fact that it's sitting here at a $6 billion market cap, I don't know. I wouldn't buy Pepe, but if you own Pepe, congratulations. You somehow made a lot of money in Pepe. Okay, great. Does say something for some of these other, other coins that, you can get to a coin that's worth $6 billion purely on meme value. So, I have to say even the dog Rune coin, probably it could go higher, it could. So that's it. That's my rant. That is the connoisseur's guide to shitcoins. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you soon.